KSNR, Koffin Radio.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Koffin Radio. I'm Heartthrob Rob. Joining me is Zack Attack, and today we're talking about Superman coming out as bisexual.
Oh God!
This has blown my mind. This has blown my mind. I mean, recently we've had Robin come out as, Tim Drake has come out as a gay character, and now Superman has come out as a bisexual character. A lot of people don't know, actually Superman has been replaced by his son.
This is not Kal-El.
Yeah, this is the son of Kal-El. So he's actually the son. His name is John Kent. He's the child of Clark Kent, aka Superman, and Lois Lane. And he is now bisexual after falling for Jay Nakamura, a male reporter, DC has announced this week. The Superman Son of Kal-El series follows Kent as he becomes Earth's new Superman and grapples with the immense weight of his new gig. Nakamura, a bespectacled rider with a bubblegum pink mop, first appeared in the series' third issue as a shoulder for Kent to lean on when the business of Superman gets too rough. So this is a brand new comic for the Superman title, and this is going to be the fifth comic of that series of the brand new Superman, and already he's bisexual.
Of course.
That doesn't sit right with me. I'm so sorry, I should have broke this down first off. I have nothing wrong with any gay person, any lesbian, bisexual, any sexual preference that you're into, as long as it's not children, go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, if it doesn't hurt anyone, whatever, you do you in the bedroom.
Two consenting adults getting it on, polyamorous relationship, whatever you do. Whatever you do, God bless you, get down, all good. I had not the biggest problem with one of the Robins becoming a gay character. It didn't hurt me. You understand?
Well, I didn't like it because they took an established character who has a lot of history, who has had plenty of female relationships, and they just decided to make him gay because they could, and it felt really forced and bad, and it sold terribly, and it looks like they're going to end up retconning that. But it was like, okay, I get you're trying. But this, it's like, okay, so why does the gay Asian guy have to have pink hair? Like, it already sounds stereotypical a bit, but we're
fetishism.
What does this add to his character? That's the big thing. Does this change anything or add anything? If not, then it's just pandering, and that's what this is. This is just pandering. I'm glad at least they didn't take Superman when they made Captain America a Nazi.
Yeah.
But that. Or how they did with the Cap series.
The other Captain America's gay too, right?
But it was the local heroes.
Yeah, it was the local heroes.
You didn't take Cap and made him gay. People try to make it sound like that, but it's just a local dude who happened to be gay, inspired by Cap doing his thing. But he was wearing a YMCA. Who's those guys?
The Village People.
Village People outfit, where it's if I was gay, that'd be offensive.
Yeah.
Why can't he wear normal clothes? And this, it's they look stereotypically gay. They're gonna probably act stereotypically gay, which is offensive. That there's no reason to do it except to try to pander and sell more. And then I guarantee it's gonna sell terrible.
You made Richter gay. You made fucking North Star from Alpha Flight gay.
Yeah.
Alpha Flight. No problem. He kind of, not trying to offend him. Maybe he looks like a little bit of a gayish character, or he's a secondary character. God bless him. He's a secondary character. From a secondary title. Alpha Flight is no X-Men, right? Alpha Flight is no X-Men. That's all I'm saying.
People might have heard of it,
but hey, it's in the back of my head, or it's in if you're a comic person. Hey, we've got gay comic book heroes. There's gay comic people here. Robin doesn't hurt me as and I'm sorry, maybe hurt isn't the right word either, but Superman, I'm not saying he's an alpha male, because he's not an asshole, he's not a badass motherfucker, but it's truth, justice, the American way, stopping the bad guys. I'll fight anybody at any time to save Earth. I feel like that's, I don't know if feminine's the right word either, but just, one of the, and I keep saying I'm not using the right word, but here I'm just trying my best. Superman is an alpha character. I'm not saying alpha male, an alpha character, right?
So you have someone
you don't make the Hulk gay.
Well, it's going to use She-Hulk.
Yeah.
So you got She-Hulk. She's very masculine in a lot of ways. She's very tough looking, but she's still feminine.
Uh-huh.
So if she happened to be a lesbian, whatever, but her being straight compared to all the more dainty girls, works better.
Yeah.
Where it's like, cool, that she's confident in her sexuality, nothing wrong with that. But that when you have a guy who, it should be a thing of this character and this character, you shouldn't be able to tell which one's gay. But when you have the exact same type as Superman, and then you just take Superman and essentially make him gay, it feels lazy, and it doesn't feel right. That there needs to be a difference between the characters. It doesn't have to be effeminate or anything, but you basically, because you couldn't turn Superman gay, you just did this to try to turn Superman gay. And that's the problem, where if you did something like, between the 3 Robins, they're drastically different. And so if one happened to be gay, cool. But
exactly.
If you had just Batman, and then if Nightwing became Batman, and then you had Nightwing be gay, that would feel bad, because it just doesn't work. But it's like a lot of these things where they can't come up with a new character, so they just take something and frame it to whatever they want it to be.
I'm far from a Christian, but Superman to me has always been an allegory for a Jesus Christ type character.
Oh, definitely.
Eternally
sure.
33 years old. You know what I mean? Just
perfect, as perfect as you can get.
A perfect guy. Because, Clark Kent is supposed to be like the perfect nice guy, gentleman guy, you know what I mean? Just doing what he can to be best, And
except for that Robot Chicken where he gave all the women breast cancer that he knew.
Oh my God.
It's like we'd been x-rayed every day of our lives for 20 years.
But, I just feel like this might have been a little bit of... Just of all the... I mean, and you just made this guy fucking Superman.
Yeah.
You just made the son of Superman. Let's see what you can do, man. You got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
The 5th fucking comic, he's got to be gay. A little bit too much. And now they're trying to cancel Dean Cain.
Yeah.
Because he said, hey, man, didn't y'all just make Robin gay?
Yeah.
I as someone who played him, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I never felt gay. Like, I never, as reading the scripts, reading the comic books, gay never came to me. And I get you're not playing that character, but you're playing that mantle, right? You know what I mean? Like, and I just feel like, I don't think he should get canceled for the way he said it, too. It's not like he said, F all the fans, you know what I mean? Or anything like that.
Well, and I would definitely say, the thing is, if you wanted to make him gay, cool, whatever. I mean, I don't like the idea that you have to be the same person to connect with anybody. It just doesn't make sense to me. There's plenty of female characters or non-white characters that I connected with and really liked. Like, you don't have to be white. And just because you're white doesn't mean all of a sudden I can connect with you.
No.
Yeah, people are different personalities, all that stuff. Like, I'm not an action movie badass. I can still like Arnold Schwarzenegger and connect with that, like, kind of power fantasy thing.
Yep.
But that, why wasn't he gay in issue 1? Because they knew people wouldn't react well. Because as much as they like to act like they're making comics for these other people, the problem is these people don't buy comics. And it's not gay people don't buy comics. It's just, it's like, okay, if you have 10% of Americans that buy comics, those 90%, most of them are never going to buy a comic, no matter what you do. You might be able to get 5% of them. So you got to make comics for that 10%. So when you do something like that, and you know they're not going to like it for whatever reason, then it's hard to do it. But if you made him gay in the beginning, I think that would make a lot more sense. Why did you wait 5 issues in to then all of a sudden, gay came out of nowhere? That's not how you are. If you're gay, you're gay. And you don't have to go super hard into it, but where instead of having his Lois or his Mary Jane, he had this guy friend that he was a little more attracted to. Like, that, did you watch Invincible? Mm-hmm. That, his best friend who was gay, I noticed pretty quick, I was like, I think this dude's gay. Never was like, oh, this is bad. It was like, cool, this dude's best friend is gay, and he's not into his best friend. He's not only hanging out with him because he's attracted to him. Yeah. They're just good friends. And then when they go to the college and he's, wants to go to the college because the guy he likes is there. And the scene where the guy, he's now a spoiler, but he's like a zombie robot.
You ruined it!
But that he breaks his programming to save the gay dude he had a crush on. I was like, cool, because usually...
Invincible?
Yeah.
The one with... Oh, I was thinking Unbreakable.
Oh, yeah, no, the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
But that where usually that would be like a guy who's turned into this saves the woman. So it was nice to see that you could do, and they didn't make it pandery. They didn't make it feel bad. It was just a guy trying to save the guy he likes. Cool. That's how you treat. It's the same as everybody else, and that they always have to treat it different. And I think that's why it comes off. It makes that thing of something just doesn't feel right. it's hard to describe it and put into words, but it has nothing to do with the gay part. It's how they handle it.
Superman should be the kind of guy where a gay man can come up and be like, oh, you know what? Thank you, but no thank you, you know?
Yeah.
And the kind of guy that protects gay people, and there's a big old fat, you know, part of the comic book where he protects a gay man or whatever, and he's like, how dare you judge someone by the sexual orientation of what they have, you know?
Yeah.
That's the kind of character that Superman exudes to me, you know? That he's, hey, don't talk gay, don't talk about my gay friend over here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll be, you know, how dare you, you know? It wouldn't bother me if Hawkeye was gay. One of the Green Lanterns was gay. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff it wouldn't bug me as much. But not Superman.
Well, that's what I think. Even then, like, you can't just take an established character and make them gay.
But they can make new Green Lanterns.
Green Lantern,
I wouldn't give a shit
because you got the
there's been a few Hawkeyes.
But where it's like,
oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Hawkman.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Hawkman.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
like,
I'm thinking of
maybe,
Hawkman.
But even with him, because their whole thing is he's supposed to be with the girl, so it wouldn't really work if all of a sudden he was gay, because that's their whole backstory, is they constantly resurrect and come together.
What? There's other fucking characters that I'm saying. Anybody besides Superman.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is the problem with established characters is it doesn't work. Yeah. Like it's just
there could be other origin stories for Hawkman though.
Oh, well, remember the movie
not every Spider-Man had the same fucking intro.
The Superman movie with Henry Cavill. People were upset that the costume was slightly changed because they've seen him for 80 years in this costume.
Oh yeah,
that's what is when you have someone who's so established, like Wolverine. Even in the first X-Men movie, people were mad about the black leather. They wanted the blue and yellow, even though they knew they were like, "Oh, the black leather looks stupid." The blue and yellow wouldn't have looked better, but that's what you've expected.
Yeah,
that's why they had to make his hair kind of look as close as they could. It's the problem with expectation is like subverting expectation can be cool sometimes, but you have to handle it very carefully because when you're so used to something, if Star Wars or Star Trek, if you change the ship designs drastically for no reason, it would be unsettling because you're so used to it being this way. If an apple all of a sudden looked like an orange, you wouldn't just still like the apple. It would be weird because it's not, and that's kind of what it is. So making new characters is the way to do it, which is cool. Use that creativity, make new shit because the comic industry is kind of stagnated. But I think they've been hiring so many people for the wrong reasons lately who aren't talented that it's because of they're forced into it because of diversity for some reason, and diversity doesn't mean better. That's part of the problem is there's plenty of talented black or female or Asian or Latin white writers out there, and you should be hiring the best people for the job.
Whatever color.
Yeah, whatever skin color, sexual, I don't care. Just who's good at the job, who can do good art. Like the art has really suffered in some of them. It looks like 2000 era webtoons on Newgrounds.
Yeah, it really does.
And who's going to pay for that when you again manga. One manga, if it's outselling the entire American comic industry, there's a problem. And I think that's so they're trying like some of the gay things and stuff to bring in new readers, but it's more alienating their old readers because they're doing it in such a ham-fisted way where I would have no problem with more gay characters or lesbian characters or whatever.
Not Superman, not fucking Batman. Don't make Spider-Man gay. Incredible Hulk can't be gay.
If you want to make a gay Spider-Man, like an alternate
go
version,
make a random ass one.
That's fine, but yet you don't replace him with original Spider-Man.
Exactly.
That's the problem with like Ironheart of replacing Tony Stark with a 16-year-old black girl, but somehow she's supposed to be better than Tony Stark in every way. This is someone people didn't, maybe he wasn't the most popular character until the movies, but now you've replaced him. It doesn't matter that she's 16 or that she's black or that she's a girl. You're replacing a beloved character with one no one knows, and somehow she's supposed to be better in every way. It diminishes everything they've done. It's a bad way to handle
70 years.
And that's the kind of stuff they've been doing, where it's like you can't replace the beloved ones with bad ones. If you want to bring in new ones, just retire them or have a story arc where they're off doing something else for a while. You can bring it back 10 years later. Doesn't matter. Like, it's not like the continuity is one-to-one with real life.
No. But let me know what you guys think, man. Are we just two old heads hating on these young boys getting it in? You know what I mean?
Could be.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe my old, ways have gone, and maybe
We're
this is
old
the new
and
generation.
crotchety.
For sure. Let me know what you guys think. We'll talk about it in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and if you like what you're watching, then hop in the coffin. Follow us on social media at Koffin Radio. Koffin is spelled with a K. And that's all for today. Up, and away!
ASMR Koffin Radio.